Video game consultancy The Melanin Gamers launches rating system for toxicity in online gaming. Gets immediately mocked. Yeah, not surprised by that. Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to the GNRO Minicast. I am your host, Adam Mickelson, aka Drak. I hope everybody's having an awesome day or night when you're listening to this. And this story is coming to us not from Bounding Into Comics, but a similar author from That Park Place, and it's being written by John F. Trent. So at that point, let's go ahead and get into this, because this is, as you guys will find out, this was the attempt to create Bully Hunters 2.0. Because Bully Hunters 1.0 worked out so well, didn't it? Video game consultancy organization, the Melanin Gamers. Yeah, how many people are taking consultancy from the Melanin Gamers when it's very clear what their mind frame is all about? Which is the melanin in your skin, aka all they care about is skin color bullshit. The Melanin Gamers announced what it is describing as a rating system for toxicity in online gaming. However, the tool was immediately mocked for its lack of authenticity. According to the company's website, Melanin Gamers... Oh, I'm sorry, we need the mission statement, the PR voice. Melanin Gamers is dedicated to increasing diversity and inclusion in the video games industry. And by diversity and inclusion, we mean it's no longer diverse and it's no longer inclusive. It is more than a gaming community. It is a show of support, a cry for some desperately needed change, and as a safe space because we don't like any other kinds of spaces. An online and in real life community for people of color to come together, share ideas, and feel represented. Can somebody who's white go in there?
No, they're horrible bigots!
But white's a color.
Shut up!
I just summed up the Twitter discourse on this. We want to be seen and heard. It is a necessity in the current climate we are living in, and we believe that by creating this platform, we will be able to strive towards changing an industry so that it reflects all those who are a part of it. We are not calling for needless tokenism, but a real shift in the tide. You are calling for needless tokenism, because the characters that you continue to present are nothing but tokens. They are nothing but soulless characters that are only based upon the color of their skin, their reproductive organs, and who they bang. Needless tokenism, but a real shift in the tide from the grassroots to the very top. Just, if you've heard this term over the last few years, if you hear grassroots at all, it's not grassroots. It is anything but grassroots. It's been grown in some dark corner of Discord somewhere. The site also reveals the company has a diversity and inclusion consultancy. It states, MG, at its heart, is a group of dedicated advocates, not gamers, by the way, advocates, committed to improving representation in popular media, and by that, we don't want representation from anything we disagree with, and including, we don't like the concept of diversity, of thought. As part of our mission, we have created a brand new D&I consultancy. Oh, I'm sure that's going to go very well for you. With this new branch of our business, we hope to help organizations where everyone feels represented and can thrive. We are here to help identify barriers for underrepresented groups. Bullshit. And create strategies to close gaps. Bullshit. We offer a range of solutions to help you effectively tackle these issues. Bullshit! All of those are basically going to be along the lines of you're going to create more diversity, you're going to try and ostracize people from the community whom you don't like, whether they think differently than you or they look differently than you. On March 27th, the company announced on X the world's first ever rating system to identify toxicity in online gaming. Melanin Gamers and Help Keep Watch have launched the first rating system identifying online gaming toxicity. And this website, you guys will notice I'm not showing it. I refuse to show it, because all it actually is Bully Hunters 2.0. For those who don't remember what Bully Hunters was, they approached it on the premise of, oh, all of those girl gamers who are getting oppressed in Call of Duty, we're gonna bring in a pro to come in and kick the ass of those who are oppressing you, which then makes them the oppressed, and thus you have to hire a bully hunter for them, thus the cycle continues. You'll notice that Bully Hunters didn't last very long. In fact, it died on the day it was announced, because its announcement was so trash, they literally couldn't get past all of the literal hypocrisies within their system model. This is the exact same thing. They literally want to be able to tell you what games you are allowed to play based on their, quote, toxicity. But we all know that certain games like Stellar Blade, if this site had been successful, would immediately make it onto the site as way too toxic, even though there is no multiplayer element. It's just toxic because it lets women be women. Heaven forbid. It added, please check our rating system for yourself, which I encourage you guys to not do that. I know that some people have gone out to laugh at it, and that's fine, but we really shouldn't be giving that much attention to something so stupid. We should just let it die in obscurity, which is where it started, in obscurity. The website features a number of games, including Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, Apex Legends, and Valorant. It also promises that it will include Animal Crossing New Horizons. How is Animal Crossing New Horizons toxic? Which is funny because I know that a lot of these people reached out and said, how is this? And no one could answer it. And when they did, they got word barf, which tells me there is no answer. So Animal Crossing New Horizons, Rocket League, Destiny 2, Halo Infinite, and GTA Online. Oh, and all of these, I'm guaranteeing you, there's a way better solution. If you think it's toxic, don't play it. Don't buy it. Vote with your wallet. I know Twitter loves that term now. It claims that its ratings were created by surveying hundreds of gamers, bullshit, and represents the average amount of racism, bullshit, gender discrimination, bullshit, violence towards others, bullshit, crude humor, and controlled substance conversation experience while playing online. Bullshit and bullshit. It doesn't represent any of those things, and I'm guaranteeing you, you didn't get one legitimate gamer to actually participate in this. And if they did, you silenced them 5 seconds after. The site claims that 78% of Call of Duty players face racism. Bullshit. 90% face direct violent threats. Bullshit. And 67% face gender discrimination. Bullshit. You want to know how you take care of all of that 78% and that 67% and that 90%? You mute the fucking thing. I just solved Call of Duty. You just mute it. You only unmute those who you like and who you want to play with. The rest are putzes. Probably 12-year-old shit-eaters who literally cannot understand anything besides their own dick in some cases. No, you mute those sons of bitches. That's simple, because I can guarantee you, at 20, they're gonna look at you and go, yeah, we understand why you muted us and why we were shut up. Because we were assholes. Because kids are assholes. Sorry, it's an unpopular opinion, but it's true. Kids are assholes. You don't stop becoming an asshole in about, I want to say 25, 30, but, you know, the college system the way it is. You're lucky if you can stop being an asshole, but, well, I'm an asshole and I'm telling you that you're probably acting like an asshole, so take that for what it's worth. Even for Minecraft, it claims 56% of players face racism. Bullshit. 54% gender discrimination. Bullshit. And 78% face direct violent threats. Have you ever considered that the people that you might be interviewing or polling in this regard are just overly sensitive and maybe taking the wrong inference for what's being said? No, not at all, because mental illness doesn't exist, right? The methodology of the tool is questionable at best, as former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Kern noted. It allows anyone who wants to fill out a survey and rate a game can do so without verifying if said person has even played the game. Oh, that's a credible website right there now, isn't it? Or it's a hate tool. That's what it's supposed to be. That's always what it was meant to be. It's a tool to generate fucking hate. Which is funny because the same people who are screaming hate speech are the ones proliferating hate speech. That was a big word. I'm pretty sure I used that right. He wrote on Twitter man X, new websites let you report game communities for toxicity. It has no way to verify if you played the game, and people can say whatever they want. So I decided to report Minecraft hate. That's how easily exploitable that system is. Have you noticed that a lot of the systems that a lot of these ideologically driven putzes actually create are very open-ended and therefore can be easily manipulated? It's almost like there's a pattern there. In fact, if one wants to rate the game, they choose which game they want to rate via a drop-down menu. After selecting the game, individuals are asked a series of questions. For Call of Duty, it asks, please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game, such as audio and/or text. So you're blaming 12-year-old putzes for game elements. That's never gonna blow up in your face, now is it? That's not gonna blow up in Activision's face. That's not gonna blow up in Microsoft's face. Wow. People just keep on making things more ambiguous, don't they? Included any descriptions of references to, inferences of references to, or depictions of sexuality, suggestiveness, provocative attire, or nudity. Seriously, just go into the people naked. Just do it. Just do it and see what they do. And the only answers that you get on this are yes, no, and unsure. Yeah, this is never gonna get exploited. Ever. Not in a million years. Next, individuals are asked, please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game include references to or use of illegal drugs and about abuse, prescription drugs, alcohol, or tobacco. Again, yes, no, or unsure, because this is going to be so accurate in checking that. Please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game include references to bodily functions such as belching, flatulence. Flatulence is a bad thing now. Well, fuck you, because I like my fart jokes. Or vomiting used for humorous, offensive, or derogatory oh, bullshit. And of course, since you can't track any of this stuff, I can literally answer it however I want. Next, it asks, please indicate if the interactive user-generated aspects of this game included the usage of inference, yeah, bullshit. And again, you are putting a game, you're basically taking a 12-year-old putz's responses to you because you beat him in Call of Duty and making that a game element. It's not a game element. That's called user interaction. Moving on through all of this, because they're all absolutely stupid-ass questions that'll never resolve anything. Social media users quickly mock the rating system, Lawrence Gilmore wrote. What is the point of this when the mute button is a few clicks away? Thank you! Thank you, Lawrence! I appreciate that. And how does one be toxic on Minecraft? By existing. I'm pretty sure that's how easy it is. The Culpo Report wrote, funny thing is, people are going to use this to see which games have the most toxicity and go play them. Which immediately goes against your intended purposes, doesn't it, Melanin Gamers? I'm sorry, we should really change that company name to Melanin Focused Gamers. GamerGeek questioned, I have a question, and it's an important one. Okay. What exactly are those percentages meant to be? Okay. Surely it isn't 76% of the entire community. Kinda seems to me like you just made random numbers up. Well, it's 76% of the people that they talk to, probably. Which, in turn, is still bullshit numbers. So, you're not wrong, GamerGeek. I have no problem saying that. Fed Up Majority wrote, lol, a group whose name is about racial division and whose mission is to force gamers to view each other based on skin color is going to help us identify toxicity in gaming. Yes, the hypocrisy is indeed astounding. But cool Lion-O avatar, I'll give you that. What do you make of this new rating system from the Melanin-focused gamers? So that's pretty much the article. Thank you so much to John F. Trent for writing this, and even though I didn't go through the entire quiz was bullshit, and they're not going to have any of this stuff solved. From what I understand, this site is pretty much dead in the water as of right now, and what's even funnier is that as of recording this, Sweet Baby Ink Detected is now a webpage. And something tells me that that will run far better than what the Melanin gamers were trying to create. And I think it'll actually be objectively run. Funniest thing about that. So it's funny that they tried to weaponize the internet once again in their ambiguous purposes, and instead, well, they made gamers respond back and weaponize the internet against them. Now, I will say this in regards to that, Cabrutus Rambo, there is a lot of responsibility when it comes to stuff like that, because you do have a very powerful weapon in your hands that can easily be abused, and my only request would be, don't do that. Keep the website for what it was intended, exposing these schmucks for what they are. Don't weaponize it against people who you disagree with. Just let the facts stand on that website for what they are. And my opinion on this story is, again, this website's dead in the water, as far as I'm concerned. This is once again another stupid-ass tool to weaponize the internet in order to be able to gain whatever motives you want to be able to gain out of it. If anything, this just exposed the Melanin-focused gamers for what they actually are. And I'm pretty sure in the next few months I'm going to hear about how they are diving underground because they can't get work either. And I strangely don't feel bad for them. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this story. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. We'll have that conversation. Also, if you're brand spanking new, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps out with the algorithms and whatnot. And I will catch you guys next time for the next GNRO Minicast. Until then, take care, my friends.